שמש אחת עגולה, עם אחד חכם מלא סגולה, גאה בראש אחד ושלוש גלולות, ושישה ימים ושבעה לילות. אחד אלוהינו, 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 שבשמיים ובארץ. עלייה גדולה ו2000 שנות גולה, שתי חופשות שנתיות ואחת רגילה. יום של ניצחון, יום של מפלה, רגע ביטחון, 30 ימי מחלה, טרומפלדור בגליל וקונצ'רטו לחליל, בחצי תריסר אלופים במיל. אחד אלוהינו, 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 שבשמיים ובארץ. עם אחד עתיק, שני שרים בלי תיק, הראשון עצוב, השני מצחיק. ילדות אחת קשה, שנים של התשה, ומי שרוצה עצמאות בבקשה. מלחמות 5, חטיבת חרמש, וחייל אחד משחק 6 בש. אחד אלוהינו, 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 שבשמיים ובארץ. חיילים 3 עייפים במשלט, ו70 ילדים צוחקים במקלט. 3 אסירי ציון יצאו לחופשי, אסיר עולם אחד בחודש השישי. יום הילד, יום הפרח ויום השנה, וגבעה 24 עדיין לא עונה. אחד אלוהינו, 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 שבשמיים ובארץ. מדינה אחת פעמיים ים ואגם אחד, ודמעה אחת וקדם חד גם.
זוהי זכותו הטבעית של העם היהודי להיות בכל עם ועם עומד ברשות עצמו במדינתו הריבונית, אשר תפתח לרווחה את שערי המולדת לכל יהודי ותעניק לעם היהודי מעמד של אומה שוות זכויות בתוך העמים. לפיכך נתכנסנו אנו חברי מועצת העם, נציגי היישוב העברי והתנועה הציונית, ביום סיום המנדט הבריטי על ארץ ישראל. תוקף זכותנו הטבעית וההיסטורית ועל יסוד החלטת עצרת האומות המאוחדות אנו מכריזים בזאת על הקמת מדינה יהודית בארץ ישראל, היא מדינת ישראל.
And in 1936, the British sent a committee to investigate the so-called Palestine problem. Several Arab and Jewish leaders were called to testify before the Peel Commission, and Ben-Gurion was among them.
Mr. Ben-Gurion, may I ask you a question? Where were you born?
In Plonsk.
Where's Plonsk?
Poland.
Very strange indeed. All the Arab leaders who have appeared before us were born in Palestine. Most of the Jewish leaders who appeared before us were born in Eastern Europe. The Arab people have an Ottoman land deed entitling them to this land. Do you have a document saying Palestine belongs to you?
This is my document. It is the most highly respected book, and I believe that you, British, respect it also. Our right in Palestine is not derived from the Mandat or the Balfour Declaration. It is prior to that. The Bible which was written by us in our own language in this very country, is our Mandat. Our right in Palestine is as old as the Jewish people. We must have this land.
Policy is to keep our people alive and to keep our independence. How can anybody doubt the right that we have that is similar to the right of 125 peoples in the world? We value life, not only our own, just we value life. And this is our strength.
I just spent a long time with Golda Meir just after the Six-Day War and before the Yom Kippur War, just days before. She said, "Don't worry, Senator. We have a secret weapon in our conflict with the Arabs." And I said, I turned like she's going to tell me some secret. I looked at her. I said, "Madam Prime Minister, what's that?" She said, "We have nowhere else to go."
Ben-Gurion moved back to Palestine, now under the British mandate. For the next 3 decades, he devoted his life to preparing for statehood, and soon he became the undisputed leader of the Jewish national movement. He helped organize a new labor union called the Histadrut, which functioned as a pre-state Jewish government. The union supervised massive waves of immigration, plus the creation of hospitals, schools, sanitation, and public works. But more Jewish immigrants meant more trouble with the Arabs. In 1920, widespread Arab riots rocked Palestine, and the British did little or nothing to stop them. So the Jewish leaders created their own underground army to protect their people. It was called the Haganah, which means defense in Hebrew. This paramilitary group would later form the core of the Israeli Defense Forces. Over time, the violence between Arabs and Jews escalated.
For us, we don't have to get a piece of paper from the British mandate or the Ottoman mandate or from the Romans or from the Greeks. The land is ours. In the Bible it says, this he gave to the Jews. God gave this to the Jews. We are celebrating today, 5775. This is our new year. Now let's talk about all the rest of the history. When was England born? When was Iraq born? When was Egypt born? The Bible tells us exactly. This is our country. We own it.
In 1937, the Peel Commission published their recommendations. They called for a partition of Palestine. The Arabs would get the larger portion, to be added to Transjordan to form one large Arab state, while the Jews got just 1/3 of Palestine. Jerusalem would remain under British control, with a corridor to the coast. The Arabs rejected the proposal outright. Most of the Jewish leaders opposed it as well, feeling that they had already given up enough of the land that had been promised to them. But ultimately, Ben-Gurion accepted the terms, a decision that sent shockwaves throughout Jewish Palestine.
Everybody was against it. Why are you agreeing on that? This is not the state of Israel. This is not Israel. The issue is, today I've got nothing. So that is more than what I have now. And that is not the end story, that is the beginning story.
Ben-Gurion's decision also sparked controversy in his own family.
One of the people who did not agree to it was his son, my father. And he writes him a letter. And in his letter it says, "Father, how did you agree to the Peel recommendation?" And then Ben-Gurion writes to him a letter. When you read what Ben-Gurion writes, every word counts. And I think that the letter, it draws a great picture of Israel and what his dream of the state of Israel.
Of course, the partition of the country gives me no pleasure. The question is, would we obtain more without partition? My assumption is that a Jewish state on only part of the land is not the end, but the beginning. We shall admit into the state all the Jews we can. We shall build a multifaceted Jewish economy, agricultural, industrial, and maritime. We shall organize an advanced defense force, a superior army, which I have no doubt will be one of the best armies in the world. A Jewish state must be established immediately, even if it is only in part of the country. The rest will follow in the course of time. A Jewish state will come.
ארץ תחול עיניו, והשמש לה כדבש וחלב. ארץ בה נולדנו, ארץ בה נחיה, ונשב בה יהיה מה שיהיה. ארץ שנאהב, היא לנו